So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
And he's being shifted off it. Del Piero. Cleared without hesitation. Lam. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Lam. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Knocks it out wide. Fired deep towards the back post. Check claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Ambitious ball here. And he's straight offside. Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Del Piero.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Nedved. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pull it. Rafinha looking to be a menace in the final third. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Del Piero. Well, played right into his path. The less said about that pass, the better. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's definitely not his best. Cannavaro. And it's Maldini. Rafinha. And here's Del Piero. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Walker cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely feet. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Lam. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Lam. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. Out to the right. Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cross goes in there. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played into the middle. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cleared without complication. Rafinha. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. And that could well leave a mark. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Chance here to counter. And it's Nedved. And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Haaland is herring after that one. Rafinha. Pedri. Rafinha. Hullet. Big chance! And that should get the job done. Gattuso.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
To Lam. And it's Del Piero. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17. Numero 9.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Il numero 19.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to...
And the finish! It's hit the upright. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lam. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Nedved. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Beckenbauer. Here's Scholes. Great ball if he can get there. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, important interception. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Beckenbauer. So, what can they make of this? Oh, no joy this time. Now he's off and running. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And the shot's on here. Rafinha! Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Scholes. Now there's a fine ball. Could move up a gear here. And it's Lam. Great vision. Played into space out wide. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Turan. And he welcomes it in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. He's shifting, takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Played out wide. That's a super give and go. Fires it in low. Araujo can get it clear.
Look, this is so frustrating.
Goes for the shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22. Ronaldinho.
Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Attenzione, una
So
sostituzione.
much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goal-mouth action.
75 minutes played. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Lamtun Warriors clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And the pass is intercepted. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ribery. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, that's been intercepted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi. And he welcomes it in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Del Piero. We are into overtime. Maldini makes the interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland.
And the shot! That's going up front in a hurry. No, he's not getting past him there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pelé. Delicate ball, and it needs... Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. And it's Neymar. Neymar carries the ball down the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Pelé. Mbappe. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Walker does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Could move up a gear here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gattuso is the guilty party there. First quarter of an hour gone. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Iniesta. And this is Ronaldo. Del Piero. Del Piero. Oh, well measured. This looks promising. He's got away. Played in deep. Big header! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. And he's away. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cannavaro has given away a free kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. And it's Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Pelé! It's a pretty loose pass. Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And the pass is intercepted. 30 minutes gone. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ronaldo. This is Iniesta. It's run loose here. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. And he welcomes it in. Picked out brilliantly. Judge, surely! It's in! There is the breakthrough. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lam. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Del Piero. Gattuso. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Nedved. And it's Gattuso. Played back in. Lyon look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Defending was strong and firm. Roberto. And it's Lam. Lam, this is promising. Now it's Del Piero. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro...
Lyon can now
Neymar.
introduce the first
Le
of their
numéro
substitutes.
6, Iniesta. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 7.
Some really good ball movement.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Le numéro 10. Alors
Quarter of an hour into the second
le
half.
numéro 14.
And now
le
the
numéro
breakaway.
5, le numéro 30. Messi. Le numéro 99. Le numéro 90. Bale.
Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. He's found a way through, and a chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. Busquets. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Looking for options for movement. And it's Lam, has crossed into the... Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cruyff, that's a little off target. Del Piero. Gattuso. Del Piero at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Cruyff. Distributed tidily. Messi. And it's Bale. And he shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Bale. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Del Piero threads one in. Busquets. Now it's Bale.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Del Piero. Played into space. Batistuta. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Very nicely done. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Aims beyond the defence. Chance! They've scored! With so little time left. Grandstand finish!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Lyon give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a...